This is the most dangerous place on Monster Island. Kumunga's nest. Here we have Anguiras, Godzilla, Neronga, and Rodan up in the tree. Godzilla and Anguiras have decided to go into Kumunga's nest, the most dangerous place on Monster Island, while Neronga as well is going to help them. All these monsters, Godzilla and Anguiras are friends. Neronga's not much of a friend, but he will help them out. Rodan, up there, if you can see him, yeah, I think you can. Rodan is more challenging them to see if they can will go into Kumunga's nest. Anguiras decides to head in. Godzilla knows from experience Kumunga is a dangerous threat. He's already caught in a spider's web. Kumunga's web can only be cut by fire. Neronga decides to head in. He's going to head in further. He lies right in the center. Although he have yellow marks on him, they've actually been burnt off by Godzilla's fire breath. He decides to head in towards his biggest spider web. Closer to the monsters. Anguiras decides to head in. Spider web! He decides to curve around the spider webs, but he must go through. Being caught in the spider web is not so good. A huge prehistoric grasshopper leg is caught in Kumunga's web. If you can see that. He's actually on a gigantic web. Godzilla heads in, stepping on a web, if you can see that. He starts heading in. Neronga is in the back and heads in. He brings the spider web on. He shoots the spider web on top of Neronga. He sprays it on Anguiras. Godzilla. Godzilla is now covered in spiderweb too. Kumunga runs off. Standing on the sideline to see if they can escape his sticky wrath. Run! Run. Godzilla comes up with a plan. He decides to breathe fire on all the monsters. But his power is low here on Monster Island now. He can't. This is not good. Run! None of the monsters can get the web off. Neronga grabs a big stick. Grabs a big more of a tree. Here on Monster Island, there are the largest trees. He then begins to wipe it off. It's off. He then brings it over to Anguiras. It starts pulling off. Although they are enemies, if you've seen the first two episodes, well, the first episode anyways, Anguiras and Neronga are mortal enemies. They're not sure which is better. But every once in a while, Monster has to help Monster. Oh, and you probably saw before, Neronga hit him while he stepped on his tail. It was an accident, but Anguiras don't think so. Next, he goes for Godzilla. All monsters know Godzilla is the king of the monsters. So they must treat him with respect. Most of his enemies think that he's the worst monster ever. So do people. Let's get that. Godzilla bends over so it will be easier for Neronga to clean him off. Godzilla has been cleaned off. All the monsters have been cleaned off. And now to go after that icky spider. This does not look good for Kumunga. Right now, the monster's plan is to lure him out in the open, away from the leaves. Run! Rodan, I do not think is happy. Rodan was the one that challenged them to do this. So he decides to go after them. The only two friends on the island are Anguiras and Godzilla. Right as Rodan comes in, Anguiras takes the fall and hits Rodan, protecting Neronga. This is shocking. Anguiras and Neronga used to be mortal enemies and now seem to be friends. This is insane. Neronga picks Anguiras up and takes a wall up. I don't think Anguiras is fine with it, but it seems to be working. Rodan then flies off. Godzilla is okay. Anguiras and Neronga are okay. Neronga is dead. Okay, no he's not. Few monsters actually ever survive. Most of the monsters survive. And Rodan is flying in the skies. That's the end of